All right, guys, we're going to get started here in about 5 minutes. Welcome, 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 everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Please let us know where you're calling from. We are going to get started here in about 5 minutes. Welcome, everybody from YouTube. Welcome, everybody from Facebook, TikTok, wherever you are today. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We are going to get started here very shortly. Welcome, everybody. We are going to get started. We are looking forward to working with you today. It's going to be an exciting show today, guys. It's going to be an exciting show. We are excited, ready to make things happen. I'm excited to be here with you. Let's see, can I clear this image up a little bit? All right. Let's see, can we get this going? Absolutely, absolutely. Can we get this going here? Here we go. And looking forward to meeting everybody, seeing everybody, how things going in the neighborhood. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hey everybody, how you doing? Please let us know where you chiming in from, where you coming in from. I see you, Miss Heather George, Tony Battle. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Ohio in the house, both Ohios. Okay, guys, I'm excited for today. We're gonna share some things about crypto, where the markets is going, because the markets is in turmoil. Oh my God, yes, but we are making money going to the downside. If you guys can only understand that we make money going to the downside as well. It doesn't have to go up for you to make money, okay? We are learning how to make money in all directions, up and down, okay? Up and down. So we're gonna talk about crypto, we're gonna talk about trading, we're gonna talk about credit, we're gonna talk about business credit. A lot of things happening right now. And we're going to talk about, getting things done this year. We got what, about 8 months to go? About 8 months to go. Let us know where you're coming in from. Say, give a shout out, invite somebody, guys, invite somebody to this broadcast today. I think it's going to be well worth it if they attend today. And so hopefully you guys will see, gain some insight on a professional trader's mind, what we go through, and how we make money in the markets, as well as using credit and also personal and business credit when it comes to that. Get into the crypto space. Okay, guys, welcome, welcome, welcome. We got about 3 minutes to go. 3 minutes, and in about 1 more minute, I'm going to start our song, and then after the song, we're going to go ahead and get going with our system. So welcome, Miss Jeannie Moore, Tony Battle, Heather George, and we got folks out there on Facebook. We appreciate you guys coming in. Welcome, welcome, everybody. We're going to get started here in about 2 minutes. Matter of fact, let me play my song, guys. We do own the rights to this song. So Facebook and YouTube, we do own the rights to this song.
Cryptocurrency, 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 changing how the world does business. Ask MLS system how to get in on this. Send money around the world almost free. We don't need a bank's permission, you see. Tell your friends about MLS system, here to raise our financial wisdom.
Spreading like a wildfire all over the world. Don't get left out, learn what it's all about. From just pennies to thousands of dollars, Bitcoin grew a worldwide currency. Only if you knew well, MLS system is making it happen. Open your account and get tapped in. Digital currency is an emerging technology, a way to up your financial psychology. It's money you can spend. Let it grow exponentially before you dip in. It's called cryptocurrency, 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 changing how the world does business. Just make sure you get in on this. Sending money around the world almost free. We don't need a bank's permission, you see. Tell your friends about MLS system, here to raise our financial wisdom. Countries around the world are jumping in, creating ways to ride the trend. Businesses lining up to accept Bitcoin. Soon every store will join. Call MLS system.
tricks. Bitcoins are facing $1.20 to 1. Call MLS System to have some fun.
Cryptocurrency, changing how the world does business.
Okay, guys. Well, first of all, for everybody who's out here today, welcome, welcome, welcome. For all the folks out there, Stephanie Cooper, Jeannie Moore, Tony Battle, Heather James, Heather George. We got other folks that's going to be coming online as well. It is now 2100 hours, which is 9 p.m. Eastern time, and I just want to get into it because I got a lot to put out. And if you are going to see this later on, just reply to it, make some comments, share this out there with people, because a lot of folks out there need this information, guys, especially in this kind of environment. I'm going to start out with, I'm going to share my screen, and I'm going to go right into the trading. I'm going to go straight here to the trading. Okay. And the reason why I'm going here, because I'm going to start off with, what they call the spiders, SPX. All right. I'm going to make this big. I'm going to go to a weekly chart, and I want to show you what's really happening right now around the world. Okay. I want to show you right now what's happening around the world. Okay. So I'm going to go to a daily chart. This right here is a weekly chart. I want to go to a daily chart, and then we're going to come back to that weekly chart. All right. So what we have done in this marketplace, I'm going to show you some distance on here. I want to share this with you guys so you understand what is going on in the markets, so you guys at least you understand how to react to the markets. Okay, so we are in basically a downturn in the market. Okay, now what does that really mean though? Like, let's put that in perspective. Okay, so a lot of you, if you belong to corporations where you have a 401k plan, or you have mutual funds, or you've been trying to do your own trading and you got jacked up because now everything is going down, or you belong to somebody's hedge fund and they're losing dollars and you just can't understand what's going on, right? So here is what we call the S&P. The S&P is the S&P 500. All right, and that's where most people throw in their cash flow. They're in the S&P. And so, people says, we're trying to beat the S&P. All these companies trying to beat the S&P. So Facebook, they got a thing called FANG. Facebook, Apple, Amazon, Netflix, Google, right? FAANG. And so those are the biggest companies that's really in our S&P 500. Okay. Now, what does that mean is that S&P 500 is down to a whole 14-month low, the high print. So right here, where you see this blue line going across, it is hitting this section right here. Okay. So everything above this line, it is now gone in the markets. Now I want you to look at this time frame. If you go to the bottom, it is March the 30th of 2021. March the 30th of 2021. So everything after March the 30th, 2021, it is now out of the market. Whatever you made between March of 2021, if you did not take profits, that money is now gone. Okay. And it's not done going lower yet. It's not done. Okay. So that's the real perspective. So if you had $1 million, I want you to think of it. If you had $1 million in the market that you made between March of 2021, that $1 million as of today is gone. If you did not pull any profits, it's gone. You got it? If you're in the S&P, trading S&P, you had some brokers that said, hey, don't panic, everything's going to be okay, don't sell. Well, guys, what's going on? It's still selling. It's still going lower. It's not done going lower. Okay, I just want to be real with you so you understand where you sit at and what's going on in the United States right now. And it's really all over the world. All the markets all over is going down. Even crypto is going down. So we got a major push to the downside. We call it, as traders, we call it blood in the streets. Blood is in the streets. Blood is going rampant. It's going rampant. Okay. We broke the lows of the COVID-19. We breaking the lows. Okay. We breaking the lows. All right. Next thing. We had a major push going on. Here is 2020. This is the COVID-19 area right here, right? That big old dip. From here down here is a big old dip. Well, we about to match that same dip from here to here. We about to match it. It's about to be the same kind of losses, except a lot of us did not recover. A lot of us did not recover from 2020, 2019. We did not recover. Okay. COVID did a big turn. Now we had all this buying. And I want you to think of the 1929, 1932. What happened between 1929 and 1932? We had a thing called the Great Depression. What happened before the Great Depression? What happened before that? We had what we call the Roaring 20s. The Roaring 20s. What does that mean? 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. Money was going rampant. They was throwing money out there. Money was pushing, right? 29, the money slowed down. All of a sudden, we had the market crash, 3,000 points. It was only, those days, only maybe 2,000, 3,000 points. And then it started failing, right? Now, what's going on right now after the COVID, what did our president do? What did they do? They start pushing money out. They start pushing out all this money. What you see in this big old push, it represents the 1920s. Everything looks good. They pushing out money. Money's being pushed, push. Money's going out, push. Throw them some more money. Keep throwing them money. So what happened in this time frame, we was borrowing money from what we call the World Bank, right? We had to say raise the ceiling. Hear that term, raise the ceiling. We need more money. We got to stimulate the economy, throw more money at it. So what happened? They started throwing more money at it. And it's what happened to the debt. We have created more debt in the last 2 years than we have ever done in the last 20 years. That's how much debt that went out. You got it? Like rampant cash flow going out. And now the pot is calling, right? Because we got to start paying the money back. So what they're trying to do now is slow down the economy, slow it down, slow down all the spending, raise up the interest rates. We got to raise the interest rates so people slow down all this spending, because people are spending off of credit. They're spending off of credit and they're trying to slow it down, right? We listened to Jerome Powell recently. He's the Fed chairman. They're trying to slow down all this to slow down this money, trying to slow it down. So that's why the interest rate went up a quarter percent. It costs you a little bit more on the credit cards, a little bit more to buy a house, right? A little bit more to buy a car. It's costing you a little bit more money. 5.27% now that's what it is. It's going to take a house, right? Okay. So now we are at a critical point where I'm going to go to a weekly chart now. This is a daily chart. We broke below this major green lines here. And you see we broke the lows of this bottom right here. We broke the lows through that section. All right. Now what we're going to do, we're going to look at a weekly chart and we're going to look for the green lines. We're going to look for the green lines. Let's go to the weekly chart. There is the green lines. Okay. Now, how far is the green lines? You're looking at 3,500, 3,563. Okay. Right now we at 3982. That's another basically 400 points to the downside. We don't want to break the down. We don't want to break these two green lines. We don't want to go lower. We did it before over here. We don't want to do it again over here. We don't want to do that, right? Because we don't want to come all the way back down to this section, right? About 2200. That's not, we don't want to go there, okay? So we are still considered to be in good shape to a point, right? That is not really going, we're not getting momentum. Hopefully we don't start seeing these big, long, fat bars. That's an extreme sell-off, right? Slow and gradual bars like this is fine, being controlled. But once we start getting big, fat, long bars that go straight down like that, we in trouble. We in trouble. We in trouble. And so if we get only one big fat, red bar and it stops and then turns the corner, starts coming, then we good. We're going to be on a rebound. We're going to be on a rebound. I'm giving you some information that what I'm looking for as a trader. Okay. So we do make money selling short. We do make money selling short. What does that mean? Sell short. Sell short means that I'm selling first and then I close the trade to buy back to make the profit. It's like I'm buying low and I'm selling high, but I'm selling high first to buy back low later. You got it? That's what that really means. I'm shorting the market. There's a lot of shorts in the market. People are selling, right? All the bears in the market, they loving it because they go short. We had all this nice gains, all this beautiful gains going on, and now we made a lower high, and now we're dropping. We broke below this 50-period moving average here, and now we're going below this line, down to these lines down here. Okay, that's where we're going. All right, what's the next stage? I want you to look at crypto. So let's go look at crypto, and then we're going to look at oil, right? So let's look at crypto for a moment. So here's crypto. Let's go to the daily chart. Look at what's going on in the daily chart. Let's look at it. So in the daily chart, look what's happening with Bitcoin. All right, we making money going to the downside as well, guys. We making money going to the downside as well. I just want to share this with you. Okay, let me get this out the way. All right, so we was up here about $69,000 and some change, 69,000, and all of a sudden we start to come down. Now remember, we came down before and it went all the way back up, right? We went from basically in 2016. I've been through 4 reversals inside of crypto, 4 of them. I started out at $486. Prior to that, I used to watch it, and that was in 2015. And I saw it go up, $2,000, come all the way back down to 200, back up to 4, right? And then in March or April of 2016, I got started in crypto at 2016. And then I said, hey guys, if it goes to $1,000, if it breaks 486, I joined in at 486. If it breaks 486, it's going to go to $1,000. That was in January. It got to $1,000 in January 2017. By December of 2017, it was at 20,000. Then it came all the way back down again to about $3,500. Everybody ran out. They cursed Bitcoin, right? Not us. We were buying. We were buying at 3,500. We're buying. Okay. We got some more. It went all the way back up, right, to 40,000. Beautiful. Came back down to 28,000. People ran out again. Then it went up. Well, let's rephrase that. It came down to 3,500 again in March of 2020. In March of 2020, Bitcoin came all the way back down to $3,500. We bought again 3,500, 4,000, 5,000. I seen this before, and I said I'm jumping back in. And what happened? It went from there. It went to 65,000. Right here, $65,000, right over here. It came down a little bit. It went back up. It made a brand new high at 69,000 and like maybe $700, right? Then it failed and it came all the way down to 32,000, which you see right here. That was the low of $32,800. That was the low. Then it went back up. It could not break through this, we call this a zone. It couldn't break through that zone. It came back down, retested, then we drew our trend line. Then it went back up to the zone again, came back down, went back up, right into the sell zone, and then bam, it fell down. It broke the low of 32,800, and now where we are. And then what it's trying to do now is get back to a period where Bitcoin is right next to this price point right here of 28,000. Let's just say 28,700, 28,900. So in that range, and that's where we playing. We are playing around these fills right in here, right? Target right now is to hold this level, 28,900. If we break this level, okay, if we break this level, 28,900, then our next target is going to be somewhere down about $20,000 to $16,000, somewhere in this range down here. Now, why am I saying that to you? What could you do to prepare yourself if the market keeps going low? Should I hold my Bitcoin? Should I hold it while it's going down? Should I just hold it? Or is it something else that I can do? Even for the guys that's in the S&P 500 or you got trades going on, what is it that I can do? Okay, so let's talk about that. So most people, when you have a trading account with these major brokers, they give you what they call a money market account. A money market account. What is a money market account? Money market accounts don't make you money. Excuse me. Money market accounts do not make you money. What it is a safeguard for you. It's a safeguard for you so you won't lose money. It turns all your cash, gets you out of the trades. You can move your cash flow into the money market account where it's not going to take any more losses. Okay, it's not going to take any more losses. All right, so just understand that it's not going to take any more losses. Okay, what can I do in the stock market? I could do the exact same thing. I can do the exact same thing. It's called putting your coins into stable coins. What stable coins? USDT, right? Called Tether. USDC, called Circle, right? UST, right? Terra. So what does that have? That has safeguards that you don't have to keep taking losses. You can, what they call, sell, because you are doing a transaction, right? You're going to sell your Bitcoin or your crypto, and you're going to put it in USDT where it won't experience all the losses. So whatever you are, let's say, for example, you had right now, let's say the value of your portfolio right now in your, let's say your stock account, let's say your value of your portfolio is, $300,000, $500,000, $1 million. And you just don't want to go through this rigmarole where the market is just failing. What you can do is says, hey, I want you to sell all my shares, put them in in a money market account, and I'll let you know when I'm ready to put it back and put it back to work. You can do that. That's your right to do that. Yes, it's going to be a commission charge. It's going to be a commission charge. The brokers get paid commissions on the buys and the sells. They win no matter what. They're going to win when you trade it, whether you're going to buy it or sell it, they're going to win. So when you make that transaction, you are really selling your portfolio and putting it back in cash. When you're ready to put it back to work, you're going to be putting it back to work. They're going to make a commission going back from your money market account back into your portfolio again. You have the right to do that anytime you get ready. All right. So don't, they'll tell you, well, don't sell it. Just don't sell it. Let it just, it's going to work itself out. Don't get out of the market. Guys, I want you to understand what they're going to tell you. Don't get out of the market. Don't get out of the market, right? You got to make a decision. How low is low? Let me go back to the S&P real quick. Okay. How low is low? How much more are you willing to lose? Because it's already down. You already lost everything for the whole year. So if it gets down to this next level down here, let's just say it goes to 35, right? Now let's just say it gets over here, this right here on this point where I'm at. Well, look toward the bottom of the chart. That is 2020. That is November the 22nd. November the 22nd, right? That's from here going all the way back up that way. Are you willing to lose another 4 or 5 months of gains? And that's if it stops right here. There's no guarantee that it's going to stop right here. It could turn and bounce right here, right now. It could, but it's not showing any signs of doing that. It's not showing any signs of doing that right now, right? I'm just being honest with you. You got to make a decision what you're going to do. If you don't want to take all of it out, don't take all of it out. Take some of it out. Protect some of your profits. Protect some of your profits, right? You cannot be wrong protecting some of your portfolio. You can't be wrong doing it, right? Okay. Well, I'm missing the, if it turns the corner, I'm going to miss the upside gains. There's a possibility you miss the upside gains. But the other side of the coin, if it keeps dropping, that's the part you got to understand. If it keeps dropping is the issue that you may be going through, right? So right now, that is a full drop. Okay, that's a full drop. That is a massive, that's a weekly bar. The week is still going, right? We just in Monday. This is just this bar is created for Monday. We still got Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Saturday and part of Sunday, right? That's what's going on right here. This is a 2-day bar, Sunday to now. That's a 2-day bar. That's it. We still got 3-4 days to go. Okay, that bar is still active. Okay, still growing. That's a weekly bar. It's not over yet. That bar is not done trading yet. Just letting you know. All right, let's go back to crypto now. In the crypto space, let's go to our daily chart here. All right, here's our daily chart on crypto. Okay, it's a daily chart. All right, and this is it started a brand new day because it starts at 5 p.m. our Eastern time. All right, and here you are. So this bar is going to trade for the rest of the day. And it's going to trade all the way to tomorrow until 5 p.m. tomorrow. This one bar right here and look at the size of the bars, guys. Look at the size of the bars. These are nice, long, right, extended bars. For us as a traders, we love these bars. We love bars that's going down or up that look like this because we trade both sides of the market. Okay. All right. Now how about you though? What if you're not comfortable shorting the market? You're not comfortable. So what do? Well, you need to get on the outside of the market. You got to protect your profits, right? If you're not comfortable shorting the market, you have to get out and get back in control and just be patient and let's see when it's time to get back in, right? It may take a couple of days, 3 days, a week, right? It's no rush, but can you afford to let your portfolio and your crypto keep going lower? Can you afford that? Right? Sometimes you got to understand that even though I may be a hodler, for the folks in crypto, hold on for dear life. You may be a hodler, but that don't mean I got to risk and leave everything up for grabs while everything is going down. I experienced the downturn 4 times and I held on to it. And I asked myself a question. Why did I hold on to it when I could have took it off with all this profit, let it go all the way down where it's going to go? For example, it went down to 35. It went from 20,000 to 3,500. It went to 40,000 back down to 3,500. I could have just put it in a stable coin. And then when it went all the way down, I still would have had my major cash flow and then start buying a lot more crypto when it got down to where it's going to go. I'm not saying it's going to go down to $3,500 today, this week or next. I don't know. Nobody knows. I promise you. I don't care how much they talk on YouTube. I don't care how much the people on TV talk about it. Nobody knows how far, how devastated this system will drop. Nobody knows. The only thing they know is it's going down and it's bleeding in the streets. And we don't know how far the bleeding is going to keep going. There's no clue whatsoever. I'm hoping that this is making sense to you. Okay. I'm hoping this is making sense to you. All right. Now let's talk about it. So here we are looking at this information, and we're going to go to a weekly chart now. And you see that we are very close to these two green lines. Very close. All right. $27,000, $27,934 is the top of this range. And the bottom of the range is going to be somewhere around $22,200. Okay. That's what we're talking about. That's what we're talking about. All right. Let me get rid of that. Let's bring another one up. Okay. We're going to put it right there. All right. That's where we at. Okay. Now, that's if it stops. That's like if it stops. Okay. I've been through all of these high pushes, just to let you know. I've been through all these high pushes, right? There go my 20,000 right there. Came all the way back down to 3,600, back up to 14,000, back down to 4,600, 3,500. That's what I was telling you right there. See, I've been through all of this. I've been through all those pushes, right? This whole section right here, it used to look like this. It used to look like that. That right there used to look like this. Okay. If I move this chart over, you'll see what I'm talking about. So I will move the chart. See how big it looks now? See how big that looks, right? But when you go back the other direction, right, you can see that it don't look like that no more, right? It doesn't look like that anymore. Okay. So the beautiful thing is this is the drop that we got right now. That's where we are. Go back to that weekly chart. That's where we are right now. Okay. Now, could it hold right here, turn the corner, and start to come back up? It absolutely can. Right? Are we going to hit $100,000 this year? Do we believe that Bitcoin will turn the corner and go to $100,000 this year? Well, I've seen it go to 20,000 in like just one straight year. Just kept going up. I've seen it go from 3,500, 4,000 right here. I've seen it go from 3,500, right, 4,000, all the way up to 65,000. I seen it happen. I was in it. I was in it. I was loving it. I was talking to the people about it. It's time to get going. It's going to break 14. It's going to break 15. It's going to break 20. We didn't know when it was going to stop. We had no idea. And we benefited from it. For the folks that got into it, we benefited from it, right? And now we got a major pullback. It did a major pullback. And guess what? We benefited from the pullback. We benefited from going back up again. And now we benefited from the pullback again. It's pulling back down again. And it's trying to get into this section. It's trying to get into this section. The question is, are you going to protect yourself if it breaks through this section? And when it does turn the corner, are you ready to start getting some ready to go back in the markets? Okay. Right. Don't run and be scared of the markets. And that means crypto markets or the stock market. Don't be scared, because when it does recover, it's going to shoot like a ball that's coming out of the cannon. It's going to just shoot. And when it starts to go, it's going to be like bars like this. See these bars? See how there's no relief? It's only going up, 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 bigger, 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 bigger. Pause. Boom, back up. Boom, 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 boom. You see, this is $1 million play. Millions of dollars was made in this whole transaction. Now, here's the real question. How much did you make from this transition? Or were you sitting on the sideline talking bad about, man, that crypto ain't gonna work, that crypto ain't doing something? Or you listening to Warren Buffett and other people says, I wouldn't buy Bitcoin at all. I don't care how much you give me, I wouldn't buy it at all. But guess what? People became millionaires because of this transaction. Everybody could have been a millionaire in this transaction. Here's one beautiful thing about the crypto world. Here's the most beautiful thing that's ever created. Because we all could have made, we could have got financially free, whatever was a millionaire or not. You could have became financially free in this 1 year in your life. You could have became financially free. Literally, like whatever the amount of money was, 300,000, 100,000 was pennies in this section right here. $100,000 is pennies. Pennies. This is 3, 4, 500,000, $1 million. Some folks made 2 million, 3 million, 5 million. People got rich right here. Rich. You got it? Just want you to understand that. So don't run from the markets. It's going to change. And if you want to learn more about what I'm talking about, you always invited to join us inside of MLS Bitcoin Club. You come join us, come learn what we do. Okay, that's enough about that. Now let's talk about this other thing. So that's the marketplace, right? Now you're going to have opportunities that's going to come in. Let's talk about oil right now. So what's oil doing? Like, I'm talking about oil, talking about what you pay for gas. Okay, what is oil doing right now? Well, oil is sitting at 101. What was oil trading at earlier? 131. Let's go look at a weekly chart. 131. Okay, oil was trading way up here at 131. Let me get rid of these time frames up here. Okay, 131. Let's stretch it out a little bit. All right, 131 right there. 2008, oil went to, now I was trading oil, it went to 135, and it came all the way back down to $35 a barrel, and it's traded by the barrel. Okay, so right now we made a brand new, we retested that high print of 131. It didn't go to 135, but it got close. It went to 131. Then it sold off. Then it came back and went as high as 119. And now we're dropping. And we're trying to get back down to 94. So right in the range of this little section right here, 111. Okay. Playing around with 111. All right. 111. And down here to this section down here about 101. That's what we're trading at right now, 101. Okay. Now, what does that mean for you? The oil prices, you can make money trading oil on an MT4 platform, MT5 platform, what we teach you to do if you decide to join our Trade Academy. Now, what do we have a Trade Academy, not a trade class. We don't have classes. We have a Trade Academy. What's the difference, Wall Street? Trade Academy, you come in here and you start to learn to trade 3 days a week. You're gonna got a whole lot of hours in your back office. You come in here, I come live with you for about an hour and a half, 3 days a week. Come in here, you learn how to put trades on. You learn as a professional, how to trade as a professional. Teaching you skill sets as a professional, how to put trades on, what to look out for. What's the picture look like? Why am I buying this right here? Why am I looking at it right here, Wall Street? Why are you buying that right here, right? How you know that was going to start turning down here, right? How did you know that big sell-off, then all of a sudden we see this big old wicks and it started to turn and we start buying this right here? How did you know that? Some things that we see all the time, right? Don't work every time, but it does work. And then here you are, we're trading up, right? We're seeing things happen. We've seen the retest, and then all of a sudden you see the breakout, and now we're coming back in, and now we at this section right now. What is this called right here? It's called consolidation. That's called consolidation. What's going to happen? We don't know. We got a war going on, and the oil is being paid from Russia and other Saudi Arabia and stuff like that, right? China. We got all these different things happening right now, right? And we can produce our own oil. But let me ask you a question. Oil was at $131, and the prices was $4.95, $5.15. Here we are, almost $30 cheaper, but the prices on oil really didn't go down. We still over $4 and some change, right? Oil didn't go down. What's going on with that? That's a major talk in Congress right now. Like, why is the prices on gasoline not going down? Because there's money to be made from scarcity as they trying to convince you what we got going on. Okay. But would you even care what the prices of oil is if you were making money on oil? That's what I'm trying to teach you. That's why we trade in our charts, because we trade oil. We make money from oil, trading it up and trading it down. We make money on oil. Okay. I'm making money going to the downside on oil. Same thing like I do in the S&P. Same thing I do in crypto. The same thing I do in stocks. Same thing I'll do in options. I trade all of it. You'll learn how to trade, and if that's not important to you, then it don't matter. But if you want to be an unlimited, no ceiling to your cash flow, then you want to be a trader and understand this concept on how to trade in the marketplace. You can start learning how to make dividends by buying stock, right? Now, question. If you got stock going down, all the banks, FA, all the banks, everything is going down, and you're going to pay you a dividend to hold on to the stock. I'm going to pay you a dividend to hold on to the stock. Stock is losing money, but I'm going to hold on to the stock so I can get the dividend. I don't know. Sometimes it may be good to put the trade out of the stock, let it get down where it's going to go, then buy the stock and wait for the next dividend as it starts to come up, because you can have a lot more shares, right? If you're going to trade by you owning the shares, they're going to give you a dividend. Not every company will give you a dividend. Not every company. Okay. All right. Enough about that. So we understand trading to a point. We understand that to a point. Now I want to stop a little bit and I want to talk about credit. Let's talk about credit real quick. What's the benefit of credit? Okay. Some of you have some very good, decent credit. And some of you need a lot of work when it comes to credit, right? And some of you says, well, you know what? I need to make some serious money. I need to do that, make some serious money. I'm going to talk about credit. All right, let me bring up a chart here. I'm going to talk about credit real quick and what we do when it comes to credit, because credit is a major, major deal breaker if you're trying to become financially free. Okay, major, major deal breaker. All right, so we have our own credit company. All right, we talk about credit. We teach people about credit and how to use credit and building some serious cash flow in credit. All right, I'm just going to bring up this chart here, and we're going to understand at least the 5 different things in credit. Right, I'm just going to bring this up. There's a couple of things we're going to do in credit. Number one is we're going to talk about personal credit, and then we're going to talk about business credit, because you got to understand both. Okay, and why you need this credit. Okay, I'm trying to find my chart here. I don't see it on that one. Let me go to another one here. Hold on for 1 second. All right, because I really want to show you about this credit. And credit is a beautiful thing, guys. Credit is beautiful. Okay, I'm just going to bring this one up right here. Let me bring up this. I'm going to bring up this chart right here. Okay, And hopefully you see my chart. Okay. Hopefully you got my chart up. Let me go to make sure you see it. You do. You see it. All right. Let me take my picture off. Okay. So the first thing we got to know about credit, there's personal credit. And the goal is in your personal credit is to get your credit above. You got to get to the 720 club. 720 is a magic number. 781 is a better number. 720 is good though. If you can get to 720, 780, you know, you got bragging rights, right? You select the same benefits you get at 850 that you get at 781. 720, you're going to get great benefits and everything like that. If you less than 720, you have some things you have to do to your credit, right? And so when it comes to credit, we got three main things we got to worry about. Number one is your credit age. Some of you out there in the world, you don't use credit. You use cash everywhere you go. And by you doing that, using cash everywhere you go, and I know there's some philosophies that teach you completely different. But when you use cash on everywhere you go, what happens is you give up the benefit of making even more money, of making even more rewards, to use your rewards to buy the things you want. So you get cash back, you can get free travel, you can start getting, if you love tennis shoes or hats or purses, you can use the rewards to purchase those different things, right? Especially when it comes to travel, stuff like that. So that's one thing you're giving up is a cash back reward. If every time I use my debit card, you are using cash. If you use your debit card, you are giving up the benefit of the cash coming back to you, rewards. So let me give you an example. Same concept, right? I want to buy me a car. And I'm saving up for the car, saving up the money for the car, saving up money for the car. And then when I get enough money to buy the car, I take my cash and I go buy the car. And what happened? I just gave away my cash reserves and I got the vehicle. But what if you could do both? What if you can save your cash rewards and still be able to get the car? So if I spend, I'm gonna buy what I need anyway. I gotta finance everything I purchase. I must finance. I gotta finance it some kind of way. I gotta make some kind of money, some kind of way to finance the things that I want to buy. I gotta finance it. All right. Whether it's gonna come from a job, whether it's gonna come from affiliate marketing, whether it's gonna come from my small business, whether it's gonna come from whatever, getting the money and whatever you got to do, you're gonna get it financed, right? So I get my credit card and I'm going to purchase what I'm going to purchase. We're going to purchase some socks, shoes, clothing. I'm going to purchase me some, cars and whatever. I can purchase a house. I could purchase all kind of things with my credit cards. Just think about your day to day. Most people use it for gas, for food, for clothing, right? They do this every single day. And most people are writing checks or using cards, a debit card. They're scared of credit card, scared of the credit card. There's a proper way in using credit cards, okay? So there's also philosophy out there to say you only need 1 or 2 credit cards. I disagree. I totally disagree. You need 20, 30, 40, 50 credit cards. So what are you talking about? Because that way you can rotate the funds. It's a proper way of using the credit cards. It's a proper way of creating cash flow with credit cards. You get up to 100,000, 200,000. When is the best time to borrow money? When you don't need it. The answer is when you don't need it. Just because you got a credit card don't mean you got to spend it, but it's available to you when you need to use it. And when do you pay on a credit card? It is a line of credit. When do you pay on it? You pay on it when you use it. Even though it's available for you to have it, you pay on it once you be able to use it. When do you pay on a loan though? You pay on a loan immediately in your first 30 days. You get a loan, you got to make a payment on it. If you use it or not, you got to make a payment on it in 30 days. Or they may give you a grace period of 45 days. But you will pay on it even though you don't even use it. That's the difference between a loan and a line of credit. A line of credit, I don't pay on it until I use it. Okay? So a credit card, I can use 3, 4, 5 credit cards. I'm gonna give you an example. Okay, I'm gonna stop sharing for a moment. Let me show you my screen. I'm gonna show you me. Stop sharing. Here is a series of credit cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 cards, right? These 6 cards right here is over $120,000. Just 6 cards. Am I spending $120,000? No, not absolutely not. But if it's needed, I can go use it. If it's needed, I can go use it. Hopefully everybody understand that. I can go use it. Okay. Now, so in my personal credit, I can go in and I can go start getting some information that I need to do. I can go pay for it. So 3 things on that credit card that's very important. Number 1 is the age of my credit. It's my personal credit, the age of my personal credit. What that means, they look at my loans, my how old is this credit card? How long have I had it, right? The next thing they want to know is on my personal credit is my utilization. How much is available of all my credit, right? How much is available on all my credit, and how much am I using on that available credit? So if I got 120,000, I'm using, let's say, $9,000 of it. Okay, that's less than 30%. That's about 14%. So I'm using about 14% of my credit, right? And you can get it lower than that, right? But you want to use less than 30%. It's going to keep your score high. Okay. Then the next thing you want to know is when it comes to your utilization, the mix of credit. Now, what's the mixture of your credit? So for example, is it all just credit cards, or do you have any personal loans? Do you have a mortgage? The mixture of credit is very important in your status, right? This is the main 3 things they look at. There's total of 5, but really it's only those main 3 things. And people got this rumor talking about if I make 2 payments a month, that my credit score will go up. Got nothing to do with how many times you make your credit payments. What they look at is the amount that you're paying on your credit on the report date, not your due date. They are only going to report your credit card information to the bureaus 1 time a month. So if you make a payment on your report date and you make a payment on your due date, they did not get the information about the due date. They got the information about your credit card on the report date, which is not your due date. Okay? Just understand that. It doesn't matter how many times you pay your card unless you pay it before the report date, and then they take a snapshot of what you owe and how much you used from that credit card, and that's reported to the credit bureaus. Okay? That's how that works. Doesn't matter that you made another payment on your due date. They don't see it. They don't see that. It's going to count again. That due date payment is going to count when you go to the next report date. Okay? And if you're using your credit card from a few days after report date to the next report date, that's what they're going to count. Right? What you use and what's paid off, they take a snapshot of what's owed by the report date, and that's what they're going to report. So understand that, right? That's the reality when it comes to personal credit. All right. So your goal is to pay down the debt as soon as possible, get it below the utilization below 30%. It's even better if you get it below 10%, right? Get it down as fast as you can, and then start to accelerate or enter into business credit. Now, how do we get business credit? We got to start a business. With Wall Street, I don't have a product or a service. Yes, you do. The education we're teaching you right now is a product and a service. It's a service. You can have a coaching program. You can have, an author. You love to cook. You read. People play games, and you can get an audience to watch you play games. You get an audience to say, you know what, I'm gonna put together this engine, and people want to chime in to you, and YouTube and TikTok, and they will pay you as people come to your audience and look at you, if you're willing to be on it, right? There's a lot of ways today to make cash flow. Okay, let's get to it. How can I speed up the credit card for the business? How can I speed it up? Number one, if you work on your personal credit and then you start getting business credit, then what happens is, I need some help with my personal credit. How can I get help? One, remember I told you before about time, your credit is called authorized users. It'll help you get more time on your card. The amount of cash flow on your card is called authorized users. You can find some people, we offer that service as well, right? To get authorized users. We have different price points for something that's $10,000 or something that's $7,000. That's one price point. We got another one around 15 to 20,000. That's another price point, right? Then we got another one at 25,000, right? So that's another price point. But if you want to get in here and start accelerating your personal credit, this is how you can do it, okay? The next thing after that, once you get your personal credit squared away, now you can start jumping into and leapfrogging. I call it leapfrogging. You leapfrog your credit into business, right? So now you get to the point where you start getting business credit. You're going to use your personal guarantee and start getting business accounts with Bank of America, Chase Bank, Navy Federal, right? You start getting these other companies. There's a lot of companies out there that will give you business credit, right? Secure business credit, right? Get that done. Before you know it, you got 25, 50, 100,000 on your business credit. Then you start doing, what they call, without the personal guarantee, the U lines. You can start doing that. The grills, Granger, all that good stuff, like Quill, all that good stuff. You can start making things happen without building, without using your social security number. But it takes stages to get that done. Okay. So just based on that right there, then you want to get into insurance. Then you want to get into a whole gambit of information to help you get toward whatever that magic number is. What's the magic number for you? Is it $1 million? Is it 300,000? Is it just 100,000? $100,000 in today's world is nothing. It is literally nothing. You're busting your butt every day and you're making less than 100,000, then you got some growing up to do, because you can make $100,000 without all the stress from that side of the house. If you're willing to learn and pay your way to learn this information to start building up more cash flow. That's what we offer, period. That's what we offer. It's totally up to you to do it. All right, so we got about 6 minutes. I'm going to end with this. Life is too short. Life is too short to be spending and wasting time because of procrastination. And I got to fight this myself, right? How do you get past the procrastination? For one, you got to stay focused. The one main reason that a lot of you are not making cash flow because you're jumping in every damn thing that pops up, and you're not really making anything. You're just leaving. You're jumping from one to the next one, to the next one, to the next one, and you're not building anything, right? You're not building nothing. And so if you're going to build something, you want to sink your teeth into it. You want to be like a pit bull, and when you bite down, they don't let go. You got to be that same thing when it comes to what you're trying to build, whatever that case may be, right? Business credit, personal credit, right? You want to get your crypto going. You want to get your trading going. You want to get your solo 401k plan going. We teach you all of that, right? We teach you, just to let you know what we teach. We teach the crypto 101, 102. We teach you how to get into personal credit, how to start a business, how to get into business credit, how to start your 401k plan, which means your solo 401k. How do you start building retirement? That comes from trading. Teach you how to trade in the markets. We teach you how to get into, offshore accounts. We teach you, it's a whole gambit of things that we teach you to do, right? Retirement is so critical in today's world. But if you learn how to make the cash flow and build on the cash flow and grow it to the next level, and when you make your first million, you got to make like you broke. Just be broke. Just keep focused until you get your second million, right? Learn to take assets. Let's go back to the trading. Learn to take the assets from the trading and learn how to grow this cash flow so it keeps making you money, even to the downside. This is what we made today in the trading room. Even to the downside. Making money going to the downside. Making money going to the downside. The market does not always go up. It will go down. And we are now in that environment where the market is going down. We're in that environment. The market is going down. That's a 1-hour chart. Okay? Market's going down, right? When you look around, look at the market. Look how this thing is tanking, right? All this is tanking. S&P, oil, and we got more. We teach you how to do more. We got all this stuff going on, guys. We do the FX market, right? Guys, we teach you how to trade everything. You're talking about FX market. Yes, that's the FX market. You're talking about the crypto market. Yes, the crypto market. We talk about the stocks. Yes, the stocks, options, lean hogs, commodities. We teach you how to trade it all. When you learn how to trade with us, you learn how to trade it all. This is gold. You learn how to trade it all. You learn how to trade it all. Everything. That's the beauty of what we do. Do you want to be a part of that? Or do you just want to take a course on the FX market? Or do you want to take a course on the futures market? Or do you want to take a course on just the stock market? Or do you want to learn how to trade and be in all markets? That's what we teach you to do. Okay? Enough about that. Listen, guys, I am so blessed that you decided to come with us today. Come learn a little bit of what we do, right? And the cool thing is, it only takes 40 hours, 40 hours to sink your teeth into something to start learning what to do. If you start learning what to do and really start getting there, learn what to do, we can help change your life forever. We got students, members of our club that is having a transition. They're transitioning to something new, right? We got stories that people became millionaires. We got stories that people became $100,000, $300,000, right? We got stories that people ain't did nothing. It's a whole gambit. It's up to you on where you want to take your life. We are here to help you get where you're trying to go. I don't know where you're trying to go. Only you know where you're trying to go. We do have a coaching program, right? Everything's there. You go to DarryPerkinson.com. You go to my calendar. You want to schedule a calendar with me personally, go to calendar. You go to Calendly or it's called Calendly.com/my name, Darry Perkinson. All right. You go there. You want to schedule a meeting. We can go through we call an assessment. I see where you are. Doesn't cost you a dime. See where you are and what we can do to help you. And we'll give you some suggestions. It's going to take about 30 to 45 minutes. And you go from there. If you want to be part of the coaching, debt elimination, you want to get, personal coaching and trading, of course, there's a fee. I'm not cheap. They're letting you know I'm not cheap. I'm not cheap, right? You're going to spend a little bit of money. But if you want to be free, I think it's worth it, right? It's up to you. You guys take care. God bless. I'm going to play my song on our way out. Hopefully you learned a little bit about what we do, right? You get a little bit more how we making things happen. I appreciate you guys. Thanks for watching, and let's get on out of here.
Cryptocurrency, changing how the world does business. Ask MLS System how to get in on this. Send money around the world almost free. We don't need a bank's permission, you see. Tell your friends about MLS System, here to raise our financial wisdom.
Spreading like a wildfire all over the world. Don't get left out, learn what it's all about. From just pennies to thousands of dollars, Bitcoin grew a worldwide currency. Only a few knew well, MLS System is making it happen. Open your account and get tapped in. Digital currency is an emerging technology, a way to up your financial psychology. It's money you can spend. Let it grow exponentially before you dip in. It's called cryptocurrency. 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 Changing how the world does business. Just make sure you get in on this. Sending money around the world almost free. We don't need a bank's permission, you see. Tell your friends about MLS System, here to raise our financial wisdom.
Countries around the world are jumping in, creating ways to ride the trend. Businesses lining up to accept Bitcoin. Soon every store will join. Call MLS System to get your coins. Get in the mix, learn the tricks. Bitcoins are facing the dirt 20 to 1. Call MLS System to have some fun.
Cryptocurrency, changing how the world does business.
All right, guys, you guys take care. God bless. See you guys next week. Bye-bye. All the traders, I see you in the room tomorrow, not 10:30. Bye-bye.